Oh, shit. Cam? One second.
Hey guys, we're back. First off, I'm your host, Excelsior Vindy, and this is my co-host, Botas today. How are you doing? Oh, except that I muted you at the moment. Give me a moment while I not screw this up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good at the moment.
Sorry about that. So, we have a new tournament that we're hosting called the Take-Two Showdown #1. So what this is about is just a free tournament that we are doing currently casuals. However, we just noticed that the spectator client do work for Take-Two, so we are actually looking into making this competitive. What do you think about that, Botaz? For all those Take-Two fans out there.
Take-Two has been pretty hard personally for me. I've already got the Supreme Selector, which is 500 wins for Take-Two, but I still can't get the Taker of 2 Flare, which is 50 wins. So for me personally, it is quite difficult.
So what are we looking into for Take-Two?
Personally, I know that the top 3 class are Dragon, Haven, and Shadow. Shadow has always been strong because of Kawi interactions, because Kawi just gives you so much value as a card.
Yep.
It lets you retake the board that you're losing.
Yep.
But now with Ektar and Thane, the deck becomes a lot more like a constructed deck.
Right.
It might not be as fast as Mid Shadow. It still have the core value engine of Mid Shadow. And Dragon is just because of Ouroboros mostly, and Haven is Aegis.
So, out of those, what are your favorite class you like to pick for Take-Two?
Depends on my mood. I usually go for Dragon just because it's easier to play. It's a lot more. It requires less brain exercise.
Right.
Not to say that it's it's a easy to play deck. It's just trying to get Ouroboros, trying to get your big stuff. It fits my easy thinking playstyle. Whereas like in Haven, you have to calculate your amulets, you have to survive, when are you dropping your Aegis, stuff like that. And Shadows, like you have to trade board and when to Evo. For Dragon, for me personally, it just plays big things here's another big thing, deal with it.
So, right now, we're going to be getting into a match very shortly. We are getting a match between, hopefully, Sifmuna versus Lafella, a resident Take-Two player. We're also getting, hopefully, sorry, give me a moment.
Take your time.
Hopefully we'll get into that, or we get into, actually, CPV Bloodless versus Mingles.
Ooh.
So, we're gonna go ahead and immediately start diving into that while we can. In the meanwhile, we know that CPV Bloodlust and Mingles are competitive players in the 3-deck 1-ban format, so it's pretty cool that we get to see them into our Take-Two tournaments.
Yes.
Right now we have about 39 out of 48 that made it in. So, pretty interesting to see. Don't mind the beginner stuff because I was told to a new account and everything.
Oh.
So right now we aren't going to show the opponent's cards pick off just yet, mainly because we don't want to reveal what deck they're playing. However, as casters, we get to see this, and we can immediately this certain class right here. So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I missed the other class, but Dragon's a very strong class, and he's going a bit fast for me here. Or maybe it already happened.
We're seeing it being picked alive right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's going really fast.
Seems like he knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah. Usually I take my time a little bit, but his curve is looking really nice. I can see removal, and there it is, the Ouroboros that we talk about.
Yep. So.
Oh yeah, his opponent is like halfway through.
Yeah, Mingles is on the slower side, but seems like Bloody Lust seems exactly know what he was taking a look at. We aren't going to reveal anything about this, but, you know, we can see from our perspective that this is a pretty solid deck.
Yeah, so... Oh, I guess we're not going to talk about the card. So,
No.
I was going to say, the speed that he was picking at, it seems like he knew what he was going for. Like, there was... usually, people play that fast or go that fast when they know exactly what they want.
Yep.
And there's no need for second thought. I mean, if he does know his stuff, then clearly I'll yield it to him.
Yep.
But it doesn't hurt to take a little time.
I noticed that he chose a little bit more AoE damage, especially coming into, like, he has this card picked out, along with a game finisher that goes with it that is never being seen in a construction, but pretty often picked take 2. So this will be a pretty interesting start.
Gotcha. I do like his overall curve. The reason why you have to draft like that, because Take Two is a lot more. The game is a lot slower than a constructed game. Usually, it can go to like turn 20. Especially if we have like something like Dragon versus Shadow. Those matchup goes forever, because they're both trying to.
Uh-oh.
There.
It seems like he just lagged out.
No, that was such a good deck. Or does he has to redraft?
I think he has to redraft it now.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't get to. Okay, so the previous deck that he chose was Dragon, and it was a mid-range style with a lot of AoE. Because he had like
Gotcha.
Grimner and Rathrix and the conflagrations and stuff. In Imperial Dragoon. He also had Polymorph too, so that was an endgame finisher.
Yeah.
But now we get to see a new class, and he's slowly choosing out of that at the moment. Don't worry, guys. We'll be starting the game very shortly.
This is a hard pick here. That's why he's pausing. Grimir and Israfil. Normally, Israfil is better, but Saha is just really bad. And Tina is actually a pretty good card for Take Two. So you have the choice between 2 good cards or 1 really good card. Usually you go for the latter. Go for the other 2 really good cards, because they up your chance of drawing good cards and make you play more consistent. And he does go for that. But not much to say here, just filling out the curve. Ooh, 2 Aria for what I'm seeing.
Yep.
Can you see how many Aria? He might have 3.
He does.
Oh, he does have 3 Aria. Oh my.
Yep. That's actually pretty powerful.
Yeah, he did pass up a Seraph I saw earlier, and I do not like that. So
Well,
he had a chance to pick Seraph.
The thing with Seraph is he isn't really running a whole lot of CD. I believe that the way that he was choosing was based out of making it more of a tempo play. Yeah, this is more of a kind of like a tempo play, wouldn't you say?
So the risk of Seraph is that as good as it is, because in Take Two mostly nothing interacts with it, and it's basically a free win if you can survive. The thing is, it's very hard to drop it down.
Yep.
Even though the format is slower, because your deck is not tech to drop it down all the time. But however, the format's a bit slower, so you can take advantage of Seraph.
Yep. So right now we saw Bloody Laws choosing the Haven side, but Mingle's choosing. Oh, this time he gets the dragon.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
But it's still fine. The fight between Dragon and Haven is usually Haven favored, unless. Well, actually, no. The Haven player does not have the matchup winner card, so it might be still in Dragon favor, but we don't know the Dragon deck either.
So right now,
Kai'Sa is the best card.
why is that in Take Two?
So Take-Two is a lot of slow and grindy gameplay.
Yep.
And Kai'Sa is just the embodiment of grindy gameplay. Like even Bahamut can be dealt with by just playing carrots. It gets like I remember winning a game because I just keep spamming carrots against Bahamut, and he could not kill me.
Right.
And here we see Kai'Sa from both sides. So now normally he would scripture whatever the other player plays, but now he cannot scripture because you know that Kai'Sa is coming down. Playing the 3-2 there, I don't agree with that. He could have played the Octo Bishop to fill out the curve. However, this means that his opponent can't evo back. So that is nice. Or his opponent doesn't care. Actually, this is still a good play. Because the carrot can't be exiled.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but this is a pretty value card in Take Two. You're always guaranteed a card.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we do have a black inscriptor here, which most likely will be used.
No, I don't think he can. Simply because of the powerful, how strong carrot is.
Okay.
You want to exile it.
Okay. So you can say like this carrot would be like a tier 2, tier 1 card chosen for Take Two, right?
It is highly up there. You take it over almost everything. Like doesn't matter, even if you get like the really bad, the other card's really bad, you still take it simply because how strong it is. And you can see it here. It helps him fill out his curve. Whereas otherwise he would, waste 2 mana, waste resources trying to pick up the game. But here he can just keep this delay game. He's taking some damage, but again the value of this card is quite absurd. And then force his opponent to evo to, start trading out these carrots. And there it is, Tatina. He was rewarded for picking it. And the carrots just keep coming.
Wait, does that mean he gets to destroy his own carrot? Oh, no, it doesn't.
No.
I'm sorry, I must have read it the wrong list with the goblins. See, this is the problem. When you're a competitive player, for the construction side, you don't know these cards.
Yeah, it's a bit harder to know the ins and outs, but
yep.
As we can see here, Siegfried taking care of that, trying to get some value. However, he does have a Coil Casitas on Minko's side, and a Dance of Death, so anything big that comes out of the Haven player will be dealt with swiftly. Opting for Pinion. Huh. I think that's because it's not going to get any more value, and he wants to get the value now. Oh, Ariat is a dangerous card. Because here, yeah, he can Ariat and just put the opponent at 2.
Yep.
And that's lethal to Dance of Death. There's no heal. He's going to do just that. Very nice top deck from Windows.
This restores
Here
3
you-
defense to your health. Not your health, but for your opponent. So there isn't really. That sucks.
Yeah.
So would you this is also a surprise too. Usually players who go first, do you think they normally win? Players that go first or
No,
go
in
second?
Take Two is completely different. In Take Two, going second is highly favored.
I see.
Well, okay, not highly favored. It's going second used to be very highly favored because of cards like Floral, Dragon Warrior, and Cudgel.
Right.
But now that going second, now that those cards are out of the game, they're like the class specific 4-drop. You have a more balance going first and second, so you don't have that strong turn 4 play anymore. But it's still favored going second because, like I said, the format slows down. If the format slows down, it favors the player with more resources, which is the set player going second.
Yep. So now the losers get to choose, and he's looking to opt out to choosing again. And of course, we're at the moment we do have to switch the scenes here, but the people know that he's picking Dragon now. But yeah, in this format, the winners has to choose a different deck entirely. But at the same time, the losers can choose to stay or choose a different one. And
oh, that's interesting.
So
That
now
means you
he's
can't-
choosing a different one. Seemingly, he didn't like the Haven list that he had.
So you can't just like mow someone down with just one really strong deck. You have to change it up.
Yep. That way, it isn't fair to like, hey, I got an OP deck. I'm just gonna keep playing this
Yeah,
deck
just
to win.
steamroll you.
Yeah, steamroll you. But now they're forced to play again, and hopefully we get to see different results. So the skill lies within making your deck consistently well. And of course, there's a lot of RNG involved in this, so we don't even know.
Yeah, there's some RNG involved. However, it is somewhat controlled as well. So the skill does come in.
So right now we have SN Mingle winning. But we also get to see the dragon. Then we see
Ooh, Sword versus Dragon.
Sword this time.
You must die.
Sword is the 4th best class, in my opinion. After that, it's gonna be the low 3. Well, Blood is actually okay too. Blood and Sword is okay. The lowest 2 is Forest and Rune.
Right.
Simply because it's kind of obvious for Rune because Olivia, that's good. Rune because there's so many synergies in Rune, but they don't synergize together.
I'm gonna pummel ya.
But yeah, here's just standard play, curving out. Olivia is gonna give Sword a lot of and I saw Luminous Mage earlier from the Sword player. So he's gonna have a lot of evo going to this game.
Yep.
Humpty Dumpty. Yep, just curving out. And Albert. This thing is looking better.
You wouldn't. My boss works us to the bone.
I would love to just play both. Yep, and he does it.
Be gone.
And wow, that's really aggressive. That's the,
What's
the
that?
Richie Evo there.
Hey, Rich, what do you? Why? Why is call it like that? It's a
This is
a genius plan.
preemptive Evo.
It's a genius plan.
Well-
I don't know what you're talking about.
This plays right into Cyclone Blade. If he does it. He might. I think I would.
You're done
Yeah,
for.
he's gonna do it.
I am the Dark's blade.
Yeah, I did not like that play at all. But anyway, both play like it still plays into Cyclone Blade regardless. So this forced an Evo anyway.
Shucks.
And I don't think he minds too much because he can just Draconic favor. Yeah, not attacking there. Give him time to pressure, to ramp up. However, his high ends better be worth it because from the sword player hand, his high end is really good.
This flag is our homeland.
Call of Casitas.
Time to pay the piper. First, a warm-up shot.
Interesting.
I've no regrets. I'm
We're
hungry.
just gonna play everything. Because he already saw one Cyclone Blade, so there's not a high chance of him yet having a second one.
I must not perish.
Here is where Olivia really shines, because you can pretend that you're a really bad player.
Won't be long.
Yeah, so he's gonna pretend.
He's gonna
Well,
pretend.
I don't know if it's pretend.
How's he pretending?
So because of this Evo,
Okay.
it's basically saying that I'm really aggressive and I'm trying to use my Evo aggressively, and then usually good players can take advantage of this by saying, "Oh, you're out of Evo. I'll just play the slow game and grind you out."
Okay.
However, Olivia make this all a trap because now the dragon player is feeling really comfortable. You know, he can take the board back anytime.
Interesting. I wonder why he's
And-
not going a face with 4 damage here. What?
He wants to guarantee it to kill something big.
Okay.
And here, like you can see, he did not
World is our desire.
Evo that.
He's trying to
Yes,
bait it
he-
out.
Yeah, because he thought that the sword player has no more resource or effectively resource
Blade is
to
our
deal with this.
future.
Ooh, opting to go for face there. I kind of not agree with that, but that's 13 in hand right there.
It won't be long now.
He does have the Baja combo or the old classic 13 damage combo. However, this is over because unless okay.
Yeah, I would expected him to do that because he didn't really have much of a choice. But this opens up for a 10 damage Albert, which he doesn't have anything in his hand to get rid of. Unless he decides to do Wind Raider's Servant, which deals 13 damage, but...
Suppose I'll
Okay.
take
Yeah,
that.
it's not good enough. So the sword player is gonna go for the poke damage here, but this lets up the turn for the dragon player to just go all in.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. I think it would have been better just to do 10 damage here while you can.
Yeah, the
'Cause
sword
this is-
player is.
This is 13 damage if he's gonna
Oh
Evo.
no!
Oh no, Bloody Lust having connection issue.
It's an unfortunate series of events. But to the game, you definitely want to do 10 damage there. However, the line he's trying to say is, "I don't have Albert," and he's trying to pretend that he doesn't have Albert. But like seeing his hand is so weak. Everything he plays is, except for Albert and Thief, the 2 other cards are reactive because Alexander can't go phase. Shadow Bullet is a Sunfire Bullet's a spell.
Yeah.
Kills the thing, so he can't do phase damage.
Right now, our friend here having a connection issue again, and if he's not able to reconnect in time to do his tournament, we would have to get both of the players. What's going on here? And Mingles? That's new.
That's
Translate?
I have no idea. Trying to call him here on Discord, like what is going on? But now if hypothetically speaking, come back to the game, the dragon can
Unfortunately, Bloody Loss will have to take the loss. He fully disconnected out of it, being unable to reconnect once again. So unfortunately, he's gonna have to go to the losers round for this. Sorry to cut things short. We don't know. We don't even get to see who would win. But something tells me that dragon had a pretty good start if he was gonna choose that way.
Yeah, so the next turn he was gonna do 13 damage and clear the board. So then Albert can't answer the 13-13.
And
And
then that means he would take the win for the next turn. And then Bloody Lust would have made it 1-1.
yeah, well, we don't know what he could have top deck, but from what we can tell,
Yep.
the Dragon player was highly favored.
Right. Well, we'll get to see who gets to play in next. So we know that Bloody Lust had lost, but there's not much that we can do about that. So we will move on to the next round.
Gotcha.
We'll go through. Let's see here. Something
a
that's
few-
fresh.
A few people asking, can you switch? Do you have to switch decks
Yes.
if you win?
Yes.
So he showed me his deck, and it's wait for it. It's 2 Hector, 1 Bahamut, 1 Zeus, and 1 Lord of the Flies. And this is a straight up constructed deck, if I ever see one.
Alright, let's see if we can get a match between. I guess we can go back to not the vegetables, sorry. What's it? Where is SM Mingles? There we go. That way it's just easier to watch this. So we got Dusty versus Mingles next.
Oh, we're gonna watch Mingles again?
The reason being is because we are not able to control who gets to go next in round 2. So people are all playing all at once until round 3. That's when they stop, so that we can have to catch up to watch the next match.
Gotcha.
Unless
That's what we told everyone to hold on. Round 3, we're gonna pick a match first.
Unless we
it's-
manage to get the match between Otis and Limits, but I don't know if that is going to happen in time.
I think we'll be on catch up, right?
I'm sorry?
I think we'll be on catch up.
Kind of.
Okay. Because if we catch up, we just get it might even fall behind even more. So we don't know.
Yeah. Some of the
But looking
matches
through
of
the
round
bracket-
2 already had started, so our round 1 was actually pretty fast. So some of the round 2 hasn't even started yet.
I see.
But we want to try to catch a full game. We got a couple here. Oh, looks like Otis didn't make it. Oh yeah, we'll be watching Mingles versus Desi.
Gotcha. Cheering on Mingo-san. Or San.
Alright. We get to see a Shadow Nexus Mingles perspective in choosing the deck.
Alright.
Okay.
Taking it slow for the casters. Well, it's somewhat slow. Ooh.
No, I think he's going at a pretty steady pace.
I mean, not as slow. I meant like, give us time to think. I do agree with. Oh, yeah, Kaiser insta pick. You already know why. Is that 3 zombie party and Olivia? Oh man. Yeah, that deck seems insane right now. And he got an Ector, our first pick. He got Prince. Too.
I
So
would
this deck is starting
I
looking-
would avoid calling out the names.
Oh right.
So
I'm
the
sorry.
thing is what we want to talk about is what he's choosing after, and it seems like he's going more of a like I think every take 2 cards that I'm seeing right now is like all mid range.
Yep. And I think that's what value.
Please go right or left. No, I think left might be better. What do you choose?
No, it's right.
That was right.
I would pick right. Even though
okay.
one of the card wasn't that good, the other card, which is mildly better.
Yep.
Like, it's just so good. However, the card is actually not that good in Take Two. Okay, it's not. The card is very strong, yes,
Yep.
but in Take Two, it's actually very hard to generate shadows effectively, I guess, because you're not curving out.
Yep.
You don't get to pick which card to make shadows. And it's not like you get turn 3 Chimera every time to make 3 shadows.
Right. By the way, you're leaning towards the camera.
Oh,
There you
Sorry.
go.
it's my pose.
Your pose is like leaning on the left side.
I can fix that.
There we go. That works. Botal's thinking face.
Yeah, I'm going a bit fast, so I have to stitch things together because I'm not actually drafting.
Yep.
But looks like we have a game going.
We do. We know that we're seeing Shadow. We don't get to see what our opponent has chosen, but we will find out quite shortly.
Forest. Ooh, that's a brave choice.
Mother,
Why is that?
Father, come on.
So I said before, Dragon, Shadow, and Haven are
Yep.
the top picks, and then you have the lower 2 are Sword and Blood, and the worst 2 is Forest and Rune. Rune I already explained because of synergy. Forest is because you know how a lot of their cards says if you play 2 or more cards, you get a bonus effect.
Yep.
You don't get to do that in draft in Take Two.
Right.
Because you're on a limited resources and you don't get to play that many token cards.
Hmm.
Like you don't get that many generation of fairies, so
Right.
you can't effectively use those cards. However, I actually the new forest card doesn't have that mechanic anymore, so I might be wrong. But normally, forest also the rare cards in forest decks are kind of lackluster.
Okay.
Because like you have anomaly that doesn't do much, and then Elf Queen is a defensive card.
Shapely and succulent.
So that's why I was saying like it's not the strongest deck,
It hurts.
but it is not bad either.
You would say you would probably choose this deck if you didn't get the top 3, and this was between this and Haven and Rune.
For ya.
No, between Blood and Rune.
You're
Okay,
done
Blood
for.
and Rune. Haven's a little bit better.
Haven is miles ahead. Haven's the top 3 class.
Oh, right.
Well, some might disagree and say Sword is the top 3 class, but they're all very strong because of Aegis and the way how the format's a lot slower. It's easier to drop Aegis in that format.
The sea breeze stings.
Yeah, you see here Shadow, especially with Kaiser, he can make so much value.
Yeah. Seeing that he has 2 Kaiser and a Prince of Catacomb.
Oh no, Kaiser is the carrot. Kawi,
Kawi,
Is
that's
the-
what I mean.
yeah. And then we talk about it. Anomaly. However, if Anomaly goes unanswered, it does win the game on the spot.
Today we battle.
This actually,
It
I'm
is-
excited for that because this might be my first time seeing a Deepwood Anomaly in action. First time.
I have lost to it in Take Two. I get quite salty because you never see it coming. You're like,
Right.
oh yeah, I'm trading up. He has nothing left. I have all the resources. And then like, yeah, I don't have removal, but I can kill whatever you play. And you play this 8/8. I'm like, oh, that's a problem.
Now this board is actually pretty tough to answer right now. He opted to use the Prince of Catacomb, which he didn't really have much of a choice, but at least he got a board.
Yeah, he fight the board back and
No Evo.
He's generating. Yeah, he's
Shadows.
generating shadow for Charon. How do you pronounce it? To get that So if Showdown has 6 shadows, it's insane. The
Yeah.
card is actually insane.
This ends here.
Because you're getting 5 mana Evo, you're getting 10, 11 worth of stats. And that's just like bonkers.
Well, I don't see how Sharon is going to help with this kind of hand. Actually, never mind. He just drew into a zombie party. That's gonna help him.
Want to play?
Yeah.
That could
Well,
clear
the thing
out.
is, he's not.
Here's your
Yeah, he's not in danger of losing because of double Kawi and a voice of resentment, so he can kill anything the force player plays. So now he's just doing the grind game.
Yep. And I think that's generally what the Take-Two is all about, just fighting for board until one of them doesn't even have an answer to it, and then you just take full-on advantage.
Yep. However, there is one class that does it surprisingly well, is Sword, that just do a lot of aggression early on. So Sword can take someone out by surprise.
Ooh,
Oh, Nephis. You
See,
do not want to
Nephis.
play Nephis.
why's that?
Because it, Nephis, because when I look back his deck, he had no real death trigger card, like last word card that are good enough.
Well, he lost all his Kali's. This is the only 2 that he has.
Yeah, and also the fact that you can just somehow lose your end game cards
Coming
out of nowhere,
for you.
and 2 Voice of Resentment is gonna be really good for him. Does that mean he can just kill anything the force player plays?
Right.
And then Akawi will just set this game up to be over.
Right now, he can't use his anomaly right now.
Oh,
Use-
Tia though, that is very good.
We can actually get. Well, the thing is, he's still gonna get answered by another voice of resentment. And that's going to be yet possibly another 6 to 4 damage.
Yep.
Hey, let's play.
However, I say this, but like if he somehow runs out of resources, Anomaly can take over the game. But right now, not looking so good because Kawi just stops Anomaly really hard.
I'm sorry, Tia.
Yep, and you kill the Tia just because you have to. A Jungle Warden though might turn this game around. Yeah, and he sees that, so there's no need to risk. You can just keep grinding the forest player down.
Yep.
It is
So
refill
sorrowful.
and really good.
That's really strong too, but at the same time, Kawi can just easily answer those.
Yep. The thing is, he doesn't mind though. He's baiting out all the removal from the shadow player. Because if he draw another big threat right now, and then he plays Kawi, there's nothing that answers Anomaly.
I like this play. This is actually really strong against Ezreal too, mainly because you get a
Yep.
free 4/4 coming up. This
You
ends
lose
up
your-
dying.
Yeah, you lose up your board a little bit, but it's no big deal. Oh, he's going for it.
But unfortunately, he doesn't know that Kawi's just right here, about to answer that.
Yep.
Ah, feels bad.
However, if he does have Odin, this is game over. So we will have
The
to
thing
see.
is, does this fairy have an Odin? Here we go.
Yep.
Oh.
And that's it's not really an Odin.
One day I'll be a big cat.
I did not know we actually have this card like, that exists.
I mean, he's not losing the game yet, but
No.
he did just lost his win condition.
He's not fully out yet, but that's still relatively close, I believe. This
Yeah,
is
'cause
6
now-
damage.
Yeah, now the shadow player is gonna take over in card advantage. But damage. He's not ahead on damage, and he can't force lethal yet. So yep, just trade away. Because you want to make space for the next zombie that comes down. Selwyn.
So not enough though. It's definitely send back a card like this, but or this. But you wouldn't want to send this back. You would probably just send back the
You
ultimate
probably
carrot.
just send back
Nothing to
the
one who's
carrots.
vested guards.
And trade.
Yeah. You want to trade there because you want your Selwyn to live. But yeah, that's a lot of shadows to go through. And a zombie party, yep. That's his last zombie party too.
I'll live again.
Zombie party on this.
Yep.
Nice aim you've
And the
got.
game is practically set. I wouldn't play. Well, actually, I wouldn't play the carrot here.
Shapely and succulent.
But it doesn't really matter.
One must never
Too bad Impartial Strix doesn't work. But in the next expansion, we can actually see that this card could be of use.
Yeah, in constructed, not
Yeah,
not
in constructed.
take two.
Yep.
Mostly because you can't have that many neutral cards in your take two deck.
You can only have about
I
30.
would play. I would have played Nep there just to show him.
stench is killing me.
Beaming bottles. Come on.
I lost.
Yeah, like I said, the forest doesn't have too much of a synergy. It does have strong bombs like Jungle Warden and Aaron.
Yep.
But you see, an anomaly just get answered by everything, and Elf Queen, not that good of a card either.
Right now we're going to get into round 2 of this. Mingles just needs to win.
Gotcha.
So Mingles forcing to choose, and we also just saw Dusty changing his deck as well, because he was 8 out of 30. So
Yep.
this
Oh,
time,
and Shadow again, being pretty strong here.
it's like he opted to use the same class, so out of the 3 he had chosen. Oh, okay.
Yep, I would have went with that.
Sorry folks, we can't talk about the cards that he's choosing. Not just yet,
Well,
but we can
we talk
talk
about the cards he doesn't choose?
Sure.
So Odin, as good as it is actually not that bad.
Yep.
It's a reactive card, and you don't want too many reactive cards, especially a card that's like 8 mana.
Yep.
But looking pretty okay. Both
This time he
players
doesn't.
finished-
This time he doesn't have the 3 zombie party, but we can see some of the things that he has before. Practically the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same kind of shell. It's actually, I would say, it's not as good. Since I can't talk about the card, so I can't really explain. But it's not as value oriented, and yeah, we can see why both players finish up their draft so fast. Is because they're both shadow.
Come on, let's play together.
Very strong class in Take Two. Ooh,
Mirror matches.
we do see the game-breaking card right there. Oh, that's a nice curve coming from Mingles. Assuming Mingles on bottom, right?
Goes on bottom. He's host.
Okay.
Host always on bottom.
However, this hand runs out of steam very fast. Especially going first, too.
Hands off the graves.
Let's see here.
Ghost Hound Sexton. Pretty much a fighter like the sector
Yeah,
point.
you want a decent amount of 2/2 so you can contest the board.
My nose fell off.
That's a very good top deck from Mingles. Because he was running out of cards very fast.
Which means this is now. What is this? Is this mid-range? Shadows? Hello? Very constructed? To the face? Yep.
Yeah.
Mean.
Plays into
Essentially,
evil turn.
you want your opponent to chase after you, of course.
Yeah.
Let me help.
That was another good top deck from Mingles though, because his hand need a lot of help. And yeah, going second, you have more resources, but the thing is you have to be clearing because you're not
Today we
winning the damage. At least not yet.
Feeling hungry.
Yep, going for the value trade.
Armor weapons more.
That's what Shadowverse all about. Trade.
Trade all you want. Yeah, that 4-2 still alive.
Today we battle.
It could possibly get a good plus out of it for killing a goblin for a 1-2.
Want to play?
Yep. I would actually go for that line. Kill the 3-2 and then kill the 1-2. But he's gonna kill the 2-1 instead?
He's
I don't
gonna,
agree.
wow, he's gonna give Goblin King. I don't think that's something you would want your opponent
Well,
to have.
The thing is, he's gonna get a Goblin King
And he went face.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that either.
Oh,
So the thing is, your opponent is gonna get a Goblin King regardless. You can't stop that. So you want to do it now, before things get a little more tricky. However, you know, he's trying to flip the board back. So now actually, the Mingles has to be the one trading away his board now. He can't afford to go face anymore. I mean, it's not the wrong decision. It's just I don't support that because he had so many value trade that he could have taken.
right. So right now, he's expecting
Want to play?
Mingles to trade into everything. That's why he went face for 4 damage. So the response is what he get.
You see, taking the value trade here, benefiting
Mingles.
Mingles a lot. Ooh, that's actually a really good top deck because now he can play Conjurer and Prince, but that does not kill the 5/5 unless he suicide 2 things into it. So maybe that's not as good. The other line is Call of the Haunted, right?
Call of
Call
the
of the
Void.
Void.
It's the wrong card.
Get a 2/2.
We're not Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, right.
That's
right.
what it's called. Call of the
I'll
Haunted.
show you.
So you kill the 1/2, and then you kill the 3/1.
Yep.
Now you're way ahead. Ooh, wait. I guess that's fine. That's not.
I don't think that's a value trade here. So
Yeah,
just to
that's not what you
remind,
want.
like, he is coming into the game as an A rank.
Gotcha. So he's a bit. I guess he's a bit inexperienced, but
He's
I
new.
I wouldn't put rank as a value indicator.
To experience? Yeah, but you can base it out of just the plays that he's made. Kind of like,
Come out wherever you are.
but you know, it's not valuable.
You hiding inside.
It's not a value trade as far
Yeah.
as we can see.
However, he does have a good turn. He gets to take the board back, but
We could be wrong, by the way.
how long would that last? What happened?
We
Oh,
could be
yeah.
wrong,
Definitely.
cause watch him just end up winning this, and then both of us would just look dumb.
Well, he can still win, but you know we can still say he made a lot of misplays.
I think Take Two has room for misplays, don't you think?
Yeah, because there's a lot of options, and you can't play around the card. Like you can expect it, but you can't play around it because they might not have it, and then you just waste your resource trying to play around something they don't have.
Right.
Or basically you can't predict your opponent's plays. The only thing you can realistically predict is an Albert on turn 9.
Because you always have to expect that stupid card coming out.
It always happens. That is an expected play.
Right.
But everything else is not really expected.
Get into trouble. You're mean.
Ooh, Vermeer. Oh, okay.
Ooh, is this game win?
Darn it all.
Yep. Well,
Well, next turn.
Vermeer can end the game here.
Yeah. If he goes all
Let
face.
the people rejoice.
Like I said, the player going first have the advantage of going face.
You're mean.
So usually, the reason why we're going second is very favored, but it's not completely unbalanced. It's because you you have more resources, so you should use more resources to trade, not not trading, and then this happens.
Right.
Because doing that, the goblin did ping for the goblin mage did 4 damage, but that does nothing because you can see he's still at 15.
Fortunately, with no Evo, he's not able to clear all of this.
Yep.
Mingles takes the win here. Either Andras or Grimnir, or whatever he chooses.
Yeah, all the options.
Alright, going with Andras.
Yeah, this could have all been prevented if he
You're too
Why do people do that?
traded harder.
I like they pause before they finish. It's like, look at this card. I'm gonna let you think a bit.
I paused because people think I paused because I beat him. I actually paused because my mouse went haywire.
Well,
So
you
so
might
know,
you might have that, but you know.
so like when you play. Prime example is the Phantom Howl. Yeah, Phantom Howl. So I would start off the middle minion because that's just how habit is. And then I have to take a long pause to move my mouse to the other side, the other end.
Right.
And some people they don't want to mess up, so they drag when they drag their minion to the face, they drag it all the way around instead of going a straight line. Because then if your mouse like stop at any point, you just accidentally attack a minion.
Right.
So you want to make sure that's connecting phase.
At the moment, we see that round 2 is halfway finished in the winners bracket, and we are now checking out the losers bracket right now. We just saw that match round, but it looks like we can get into another match very shortly. We'll be checking out in the losers bracket, Traco versus Sif Muna. Now, I believe this match already has started, so we can go straight into the match. The first round. Or Sif Muna already had one. Oh, we're going to their second match. I was just kidding.
Gotcha.
So, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that they don't see the first part. Sif Muna has been around for a bit, but not much in construction, I believe. So, just to let everyone know, we're trying to make a competitive scene for Take-Two, so if you guys are interested in being part of the community, head over to our ExG Shadowverse Discord for the competitive scene.
Yeah, so there was a Twitter on Shadowverse today there was a tweet about a Take-Two tournament.
Yep.
And there was 15,000 people showing up in Japan.
Yep. It wasn't just for Take-Two, it was for everything.
Oh, it was Rage 2, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. It was a festival, as they call it. Oh, I liking the curve from the Haven player here. You can look at the curve.
We can't really talk about it much, but you know, you'll see it soon. This curve is all about. It's actually pretty disgusting, actually.
This is actually how I normally draft my curve. I would try to make my curve look like this.
Yep.
Just to guarantee, you survive until whatever big ends you have. And it makes your mulligan a lot more. You can mulligan.
Is fighting and despair all you know? Mother, father, come on!
I got it. I understand the struggle.
I know.
But yeah, so back to what I was saying, he did draft Seraph. That's why he drafted a really low curve.
Yep.
So that he can ensure his win con. And drafting a low curve means that you can mulligan a lot more aggressive for your win
Nice to
condition.
see you.
Oh no, they're emoting.
Oh no, they're emoting. They don't know. Please don't emo.
But yeah, so
Me down.
uh, you want to have a um, you want to survive to get to your seraph. You don't want to miss a turn,
Right.
and because of
Unacceptable.
the way his deck is made, he can actually just curve. He can mulligan for the seraph aggressively if he wants to. Zombie party here. It's gonna deal with this.
Settle down.
It's a pretty good turn for Erasmus, because whatever Evo into is gonna trade.
Unless he gets rid of it like this, because that Orthrus is looking pretty free right now. I mean, the other card. Free kills. You like
That's
that?
fine though.
Take
It's a
it.
1/2. It's not too much. Oh, I do not like that at all.
Why is that?
So, so that means he can't play 2-drop, as you can see there. If he had hold onto it and just play 2/2-drops, the opponent is gonna Evo into it, right? And then all you have to do is Sunfire whatever he Evoed.
You're done for.
Well, at least he managed to get to do, I believe 2 damage in? Yeah. With the
Yeah,
seal.
but you're not. From the look of the hand, you're not trying to do damage to win this game, right? Am I not?
Right.
Am I crazy?
You're not crazy yet.
No. So Dreamwind is another very good card here. Yep, this is gonna Evo over it. Like, there's no need to kill the 1/2. The 1/2 isn't gonna pressure you at all,
Right.
right? And if he Evos the 1/2, if that's what you're afraid of, you can just take 3 damage and oh no, he's using his resources so aggressively.
Yes, and another thing too is that he decided to play this card in hopes that he would use this to kill it, but he has 2 Evo. Okay, so okay, that's not too bad. I think I would have Evoed it with at least the Cowie instead, or the Ceridwen if I wanted to pick up something. Let's kill it. Save the 2.
Alright. Now the shadow player's on the clock. However, it's a 3-turn clock. It's not the fastest clock.
No, but it's a slow and painful clock.
Yeah. Earthshock here is gonna do 10 damage. So,
Want to play?
oh, not Evoing.
Okay,
You want to do more damage now.
maybe
'Cause if that,
next turn he would do that.
yeah,
That's
'cause
9 damage effectively.
Yep, straightly punished. If he had had all his resources kept, he might have done something. Like, a Dance of Death was available, a Sunfire was available.
One must never take
No, this is not enough.
my heart in a verse.
I have lost.
And that's game.
Yep, he has a clear path to victory. He just uses resources too fast.
So that was the middle of the match, and Sefmuna takes it 2-0 against Roko. We didn't get to see the first match, so we didn't know what first class he was playing, but he won. Alright. History repeats itself.
What happened?
Hold on, let me see.
Wait.
We're solving something out because
Yeah, I'm seeing some errors here. But not so much errors, just the way the bracket works.
alright. At the moment we're trying to see what's going on here while we're waiting for the next match or the next round. Right now, winners is a little bit too fast, so losers is slowly catching up at the moment.
They have to wait for the winner rounds to catch up.
Losers round to catch up so that winners can start.
Oh, I meant like the winner rounds. The upper bracket has to lose so that the loser bracket can start playing.
Yep. So the next match we're going to be watching is also in a losers round. Losers round 2 between HSK Dominus versus Kuma.
Gotcha.
So we get to see their match starting to pick out right now. And heavy thinking has initiated.
Ooh, I would go right here, like 100% of the time. Especially this is your first pick, so you don't know the rest of your deck yet.
Yeah. I think in general most people don't. Oh, did he just? Oh, he went left.
Oh, baby!
Oh, he went for the spicy route. He knows exactly what he's going to get into.
He's banking on getting cards like this. Yep. Okay, I can see why he did. So the reasoning why you want to go left instead of right, because we wanted to go right because it's safe. Going left is basically gambling that you get all the
Just
good cards.
for clarification, he opted out from the Reaper and the
Thing, which is two really good picks.
Yes. But he decided to choose the left for more of a theme deck.
Yep. Synergy is what gets you far in games, unless it's like, unless it's like a Bahamut, then yeah, that just wins the game on the spot. Ooh. But can I see? Okay, he's lacking high end a lot. But not looking too bad. However, he doesn't have a strong high end from what I'm seeing here. And Dominus.
Dominus is almost done.
Yep. I think he's stuck on his neutral pick here. So his neutral pick is actually going to be really good. I think 22 is where you get is the Bahamut, or is it after 20? I don't remember exactly.
Right.
But slowly taking his picks, deciding his trainers. All right,
we got our 30 right now. And we're getting into our match.
Have? Another shadow mirror.
Perhaps.
But yeah, I actually hate drafting shadow just because like it's a lot of boring gameplay. Personally, it could be that's just my opinion. So others might disagree. Oh,
Ooh,
in this
dragon.
matchup.
Mother, father, come
All right,
on.
pack it in. It's gonna be a long
Bow
match.
before Dark Dragoon, ruler of the sky.
How often do people deck out?
Not too often, because by the time you draw your rares or your myth or legendaries, you kind of win. It does happen, but it doesn't happen often. I'll tell you this, it does happen more often than constructed. Let's see here.
Okay. So we have a little bit of a discard here between Proxine and Luxfang.
Yep.
We also have
Sim-
Dragon Nest.
You don't want to discard Dragon Nest because it helps him build up some tempo and
Yep.
like heals. Oh, that's not what you want
What
to
a
do.
nail
I-
biter.
You don't want a zombie party too early because you want to get value.
But that's 2 damage to my face. I want to protect my face though.
No. Your life is a resource, man. You gotta use them.
But I like my beautiful face though. Look at.
Uh,
Why would you hurt Luna? Look at her. What did she do to
but
you?
Luna's. I guess I don't. The thing is, your life is a second part of the resource. We saw that in the previous match, right? When he Sunfire Bullet a 3-2.
Yeah.
And he Dance of Death a 4-5. I think
Yes.
a 4-3.
It was a ward.
And it was not. Yeah, it was not worth it at all, right?
Right.
In my opinion, because you only have a few removal in
Oh, I was born ready.
in take 2, so you have to save those for the big threats, like Israfil, like Bahamut's.
First source here for the snipe for the 2-1.
Yeah, you can go for the lucky play. Would
This
he
works
get it?
too. Because now he can just Evo face.
Evo face. Huh, that's aggressive.
That's pretty aggressive.
The Serpent Draft can just answer this cleanly.
Which deals exactly 6 damage.
Yep.
Pair 5.
And then he can kill the 1-2 with the 3-2 and take the board completely over. However, he is out of cards, so that is a concern. But the Pyroxene draws 3, right? Or is it draws 2? I think it draws 3, so he's gonna be right back up on cards. Yep, he's taking the most valuable trade. And now the Shadow player is completely behind. However, he can play Fina to catch back up again, so it's not too bad. But you see how like normal, this is how Take Two normally goes out. It's a lot of grindy board plays. There's a lot of thinking and planning ahead.
What I do?
I
This
would
is-
just Fina.
You would just Fina? Evo to kill off the 3-1? Looks like he's opting out. He might even plan to use Grave Desecrate here, but see, I think most people just save that and just not use it till later. Late in the game.
Yeah.
Oops.
So forcing his opponent to trade into it so that he can get some draws in.
Yeah, and he wants to build 4 Shadow for Grave. Oh, he didn't even play the Grave Desecration. Because I guess he wanted to save Shadow to do something else.
Well, let's see what he draws here. Now he gets to be aggressive with the Evos, even though he's
Yeah.
been holding on to 2 of them, and he has 3 turns to use it.
I would just play Dependent here. Because you don't have... So Dependent is a really good card going longer. The thing is, you don't really have that many turns to pop it down because of the tempo of the game.
See me dance.
But he's opting for the safe line.
My dragon and I are one.
There's a lot more where that came from.
See? I can be graceful too.
Yeah, and he gets to be aggressive with his Evo here. And you know, the
I'll show you.
oh, I do not like that at all.
Playing on curve right now, and there isn't really much of an answer that he can do, except for Fina and then playing it to get the 2. So,
Yeah, I could be wrong because I don't see his deck. He might not have any more 2-drops. So that if he doesn't have any more 2-drop, that is the right play. But you can see here why it's the wrong play.
free
Because
trades.
now he can just send in and play Dragon Pendant or even Pyroxene Dragon again. No, I would not play Pyroxene Dragon because you could
No.
lose Call of Casitas.
The thing is, what you want to do is play the dragon and the dragon claw essentially. Clear this out, 4 damage in.
No, because then you're losing Call of Casitas too. Because that Dragon you fist discard a cards.
We don't need no Colicokitis.
That's like the best removal.
No
Yeah,
fear.
okay.
Go aggressive. Go face.
No, he's got the way he plays. Yeah, I can see. But yeah, he's getting. I do not like the Evo on the 6 mana because Fina gets you so much value.
Yep.
And it gives you the board back too. Whereas the other card which just dies to a trade.
What?
Yeah, like I said, Angel of Olivia can pretend that you're a bad player. Oh, and Baha. Oh, I guess we shouldn't.
Man. So you
That
remember how
decks.
you predicted about his deciding which one to choose? I think his decision was this card and Bahamut. Call up Cocytus and Bahamut.
Well, he got both, so he can't.
Do you know the eternal?
Oh, maybe his choice was between his right pick was Olivia and Bahamut, and he's like, let me take a screenshot real quick, because that is insane. But yeah, back to the game. He can just play Olivia here, but I wouldn't do that actually. Now I would just play Neptune.
I would play that.
Ooh.
And okay. It's rid of
Yeah,
the 2-3.
that's not bad,
That's
yeah.
not bad. Because you're getting nothing but high cost cards.
Ready to witness my true strength?
Yeah, the thing is though, the Scyther is actually really good because it kills. It's also another removal,
Somebody
but
will be there for me.
you know, having Bahamut just kinds of seals the deal here. However, he can Dance of Death and Necro Assassin if he wants to get rid of both. But yeah, the Shadow player getting punished here because he did draft a lot of Evos with related cards, and he did not save his Evo. Oh, he got lucky.
That's actually pretty good.
And now he doesn't have to play Dance. No, what are you doing?
He did it anyways. No fear.
Yeah.
He just gave his opponents 3 cards, 4 cards.
Yeah, and he has not played a rare yet. I don't think so. So like, you run into this situation.
Well, he doesn't know that. And that's the thing. He's coming in and thinking, oh, there's no way he can have Olivia, right? Kappa?
Well, not even Olivia. Like any big drop would have done the game there because he has 10 cards left in the deck, right? So he effectively draw 20 cards already. You should not like if he hasn't played any of his high end yet.
Yep.
You should not be playing. You should not let him draw cards.
Ooh, and that's not good either because this effectively does nothing.
Yeah, it does kill the 6/3.
It kills the 6/3, but it doesn't heal him or
Yeah.
go for a 2-for-1. So essentially, he's gonna come out playing pretty good here. Can
Yeah.
Neptune this pretty easily,
I would just play
or
that.
double queen.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Imagine playing Neptune right after that. Does that mean all the Megalorcars Evo?
Yep. The synergy. He's setting it up.
Yo,
Want more where that
the
came from?
Neptune plays.
You need board space though. That's the only downside. There were more zombies coming in.
He's the true Nep.
Uh, Earthshock Org. So many Evo cards that he didn't even use the Evo on Fina. And it's coming back to bite him here.
But we don't see any 2-drops yet, and that's the thing.
Yeah, that's probably why he didn't Fina, because his 2-drop was kind of bad. But even if you don't have it, you have 2 bodies. That's really big too.
Is he considering Rollerblade here? No, because that doesn't give him a ward.
Yeah, he wants to kill that so he doesn't die. But
That's not gonna happen. We're actually going to see Neptune at play here.
ooh, Aina?
Oh wait, Neptune can't get the other
Neptune
card.
can, but
Actually-
he loses some value.
Yeah,
I was in the 4N.
I'd evo it and just push in all damage.
Well, you want to Evo Neptune because that's plus 4 damage, right?
Yep.
So if you evo the Mega Loka,
I am the water's
it's not
watcher.
that much damage more. Oh, I don't. Okay, he's taking even the most aggressive line
Ready
possible.
to witness my
So
true
he's
strength?
planning on just pushing all damage here, which
Show me your power,
I had a feeling he would do.
Yeah, that's 15 damage, and Aina, which is probably end the game here.
You're mean. Ow.
Yep. Didn't even need Bahamut.
Exactly. And once again, being punished from 4.
Amazing.
Zombie party. Not going to do much. No clears. No answer. Pretty lonely. Get destroyed.
Strong.
How Yamcha gets destroyed in DBZ
But yeah, this
the first
matchup,
season.
I think that was like 15 turns. These matchup takes a while. Dragon and Shadow. There's just so much grinding going on. Alright, on to deck 2. Oh, Shadow again? Oh god, please not. Alright, there we go. Switching it up. He's getting mad from playing Shadows too.
I get triggered. I was like, no, screw Shadow. I'm gonna play Haven instead.
I actually like Haven over Shadow, but you know, sometimes you just want to win. Do not pick Pegasus. Card is very bad for Tech 2.
Don't tell him what to do.
Alright, he didn't. Ooh. I would go right here. Seems strong.
Ooh, that's a card I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, it's actually very good in Take 2. These, all of these are bad. These are okay. That's the thing about Haven. You get so many mediocre cards. You have to rely on your the legendaries that you get most of the time. You need cards like, you know, even Dark John is the most mediocre one in Take 2. It's still very good. But like outside of your, you know, legendary, every other card kind of suck.
Wow, did he just get the same selection again? I could have
No,
sworn I just seen Sky Sprite
Yeah,
like more than once.
It's almost the same, but Skybright is actually surprisingly good in Take 2, because of the amulet synergy.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, no, there's a clear choice there. There was no questions asked. Yep. I would go right. Oh, he went for left. Okay, he is playing big spells. I don't like that because Haven as a class is very slow. You need to lower your curve so that you can match other people's speed.
It looks like he's going similarly an aggressive one,
It's more mid-rangey.
mid-rangey.
Yeah, but that's not what you want to do. Well, okay.
Well, his
I
choice
mean,
selection was pretty not that bueno.
yeah, it's not the best, but he could have had a lower curve if he wanted to. And I would think lower curve would be better. So the thing about constructed is that in Haven they have amulet reduction and they can build their deck in a way that fits their curve. In Take 2, all your amulets are like you have no synergy, so you have to like wait. You're always behind because of your amulets. That's why you want to lower the curve so that you catch people up, because a lot of time amulets are really strong spells. You're investing, basically it's an investment. That's how I view it. Yeah, so you're investing like 2-3 mana for something really big later on. So you don't really care about good cards because all your amulets are already good cards. So you want to catch up with them. By the time your amulet pop, it's going to be really good for you. But if you just play amulet all day, you're going to die most of the time because you can't do anything.
fighting and despair all you
Alright.
know? I'll be on guard.
HSK Dominus going with Force this time.
Ooh, that's a, again, brave choice, but it's not the worst. If he does get what he wants. Okay, looking pretty okay over there. And this is the problem where you run into with not lowering your curve. You see his hand is like, he's missing his 2-drop. Oh, Candle is actually pretty good.
As I recall, does he run a lot of amulets in the deck?
He runs a decent amount. It wasn't like oppressively a lot, but it was a decent amount. And he does draw his 2-drop. That's actually really lucky. Because he would be way behind.
Oh, Serpent King.
Okay.
And here, what I would do is not fight the 1-3. And then just let it sit. And yep, he's gonna do just that. Because next turn you can kill it. And the 1-3 is gonna be like a dead card. Because it didn't do anything effectively.
Right.
And
That's
playing the
interesting.
okay, no, he's going because he's going to his Evo turn with 2 Sledgehammer. He can't afford to do that. And a Bahamut. You can play any class when all you get is Bahamut. Wait, he got Bahamut last game too.
Dude's getting lucky with that card.
But he didn't even use it though. But if his opponent can see the other guy hand, I would be very salty because like the best card in Take 2, you got it twice.
Right.
Now you've got me upset.
I surrender.
Alright. Pegasus though, if it's not good, you want to save that for Evo. What's the sword spell do? Is that a removal spell?
The swords?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a removal. It just destroys any follower that costs 2 play points or less. Essentially, that's not it. But if you play 2 cards, it destroys any 5 play points or less.
Yeah,
But
and
3 cost.
there's the synergy problem of Forest, because you don't have enough cards to make that work. That play 2 cards a turn clause.
Right.
In here, I would actually Monastery Water the 2-3, the 2-1.
Yep.
If he wants to go that route, or the other route is just Octo Bishop and Evo. Let's see here. Because he want on turn 6, he wants to play Axe Fighter because that's a really big 6 mana card. Yeah, so he's gonna go for that. And the Fox Guardian is not playing. It's not that good compared to Octo Bishop because Octo Bishop heals back up.
Yep.
And he's going for the full trade. Yep. However, Pixel can answer this.
Mainly because you can just Evo it for free. Getting 2 swords to Woodland doesn't really help too much.
Things first. Shoot.
No. So now he has to. He's basically out of cards.
Shifting up gear.
He has to wait until turn 6
Prepared and
to.
cushioned.
I mean, turn 10 to
Turn
play
10 to
Bahamut.
play the Bahamut, yeah.
Yeah. So now he's out of cards effectively if the Haven player doesn't play anything else. And then Olivia. Oh man.
Unacceptable.
I don't like that too much.
Let us conclude.
So you're gonna Evo to kill the 4-3 regardless,
Now
right?
you've got me upset.
This makes no sense.
Playing the Axe Fighter would have curved your mana a bit better, and you still Evoing regardless. So it's gonna be a 7-8 killing a 4-4. So you're left with a 7-3. Instead, now you're left with a 2-2. And you also wasted that card because you know you have Olivia, so you can use it as a hard removal later on. So that's why I didn't like it. But I don't think it's too much trouble.
I think, well, I think right now, this is the best that he can do until turn 10. Fortunately, our friend here, Kuma, has Olivia clear this off.
Yeah. Well, Olivia is coming down way longer, and as I said before, so if he had the 7-3,
I'll perform my duty.
the Shadow Force Bearer had to evo into it. Now the 2-2 just does nothing,
Please settle
and it just
down.
dies. Yeah, so that's why I
Well,
would.
she didn't really do nothing. I mean, she cleared 2 for 1.
Well, no, it was a 1-for-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Axe Fighter would have been a 2-for-1, and
Alright.
like you have a much better board, and you're still saving the 2-3 because you have Olivia, so you can now kill it. And no, take the value trade, people. You're at 19. You're not dead to like a Roach combo. Even a Roach combo can't do it.
So it would have been better just to kill off the 3-1.
Yes.
I think that's what most of the people is. They go after the most heavy damage instead of having one that survives.
Yeah, and that's what I dislike about the play that they make. Right here, I would play both the Amulet, because if you don't play now, when are you going to play it, right?
Right. Well, the other
And you
thing
can still
too
play-
is that he might intend of playing Earthshot, but he doesn't. But both the amulets is right.
Yeah. Well,
Or
you can
one.
play this too. Yeah, it's not the worst. Because Beasley Vow is just a 1 mana. I mean, just a 1-turn pop anyway. So you want to.
You're an
He
intruder.
wants to pop it together. Ooh, that's a very good draw.
That Aaron's is just gonna wreck everything right now. Feels bad.
Yep, off the top. Olivia can cancel back, but that has to be a trade.
In the even trade. And that also allows him to do yet another 3 damage to face
Out of my sight.
Archer. Off guard.
Again, though, in Take 2, damage doesn't really matter much unless you're playing Consort.
A new world is our
A lot of time,
desire.
damage just like it's just there.
Hmm.
If you win the game, it's most likely because you're doing huge amount of damage a turn because you have so many cards on board. Like we see recently, like no one dies because of a top deck lethal. It was just
Right.
always been a massive board and slowly winning the game.
The forest abandoned me.
You might as well play out the Fairy Knight here, but I guess he's holding that on so he can kill off something.
Yeah.
But now he has a Beastly Vow and an Earthshock to use to clear both if he wants to.
He's gonna do just that.
Better than in the cradle.
This is not looking good for Dominus at the moment.
And he doesn't have a Bahamut too. I don't like that. Because,
Our sacred
I mean, I
forest.
guess it doesn't really matter too much. He's not Punisher, but I would just went 3 damage phase and hit in. But yeah, Bahamut's gonna answer this. However, he's out of like real cards. So
Luckily for our friend Dominus, who we thought he was in trouble, I mean, he still kind of is a little bit.
Let us
because
conclude.
the sword. So he back to we said he could lower the curve to beat to catch up on the deck. He anticipated his opponent drafting Forest and drafting the swords. So he just stopped picking 2-drops. What a foresight.
I see. What's that,
We-
Cudgel?
we
I
were-
see your.
I
Demise?
see your weakness.
I see your weakness.
We were over here saying like he could have done this, he could have done that, and now he's playing like
I will
6-dimensional chess on us.
He's apparently playing around swords to woodlands, so.
Yeah, it's working out. Like he's the master plan. We're just watching him play.
Well, technically, he's what,
Wait.
A1?
Don't get
He
too
got
close to me.
4 of the sledgehammer. That's really good.
Stop!
4 sledgehammers, no 2-drops. And we thought that his deck was bad. We saw it wrong.
We're definitely wrong. Show us the way.
It shows the way of the mid-range haven.
Yeah.
Hey, let's play.
The sword does get turns on here. I think. He's played 2 cards, right? Yeah. Again, this is the problem with Forest because playing 2 cards, it's very hard to do. And does he go for it? And you can see here, like, when you're winning a game, you're often winning the game because of your huge board advantage, not because of doing chip damage and suddenly top decking default.
Ooh, Kaguya. Too bad Forest always plays a 1-1.
Yeah, so I mean, he needs Evo for it to even matter, but yeah.
Unacceptable.
Okay,
I
so
would
4
trade-
damage.
Yeah, I would
Trade.
trade kill 1. Yep,
Even the fairies? What the fairies ever do to you?
always trade. You saw Cynthia. He could like have nature guidance a
Come on, no balls. We gotta go ham. Show the greedy plays. Don't go
also
safe.
if he didn't, he would have Sylvan Justice the 2/3,
Yeah.
trade the fairy in, swords the other 2/3, and then like be somewhat even in the game.
Yep.
So yeah, you always trade. Well, okay, not always, but nine times out of 10, if you have to trade, please trade. Or if you have a favorable trade.
A favorable trade?
Yeah, don't.
That's not a favorable trade. That's a barely favorable trade. Just go face. It's more favorable.
Oh, well.
Face is the place, guys. Come on.
If you're playing sword, you can't do that.
Please settle down.
That's the only class that you should be doing that. But every other class you should not.
See, that's why I only play swords. Hint, hint.
Oh.
Stay out of my axis.
Alright. Now you just go face. There's no point anymore. There's 1 card in hand, you know nothing's coming down. Yep.
And it's a
Textbook.
free kill essentially with the Iron Maiden.
Yeah. See, this is how you should be playing, textbook plays. Don't try to be fancy.
No, man. Yeah, value. I like that actually. Go face for 1 and then trade.
Sending the message.
This shouldn't have happened.
Alright, so tie game goes to Kuma, showing us why we're bad at this game.
Playing around that his opponent was going to pick Forest, and his opponent's going to pick swords. Also, I guess it also plays around kind of Glow, the second worst class in Take-Two, or the worst class in Take-Two.
Right. So this is the first tie that we've seen in Take-Two.
Yep, every match has been 2-0. Again, I blame him picking Forest there. I don't know what other choice he had, but you should never pick Forest and Rune. Unless you're in it to have fun. Then yeah, go ahead.
So in a moment, we're gonna get a special cast who's gonna be filling in for the second half part. We're gonna have Cure Mango, who originally
Ooh.
started out streaming as a Take-Two player before he went competitive. And he's gonna give us some good insight on decision making.
The NGE champ, you might say?
NGE champ, 1 try. Like that was his first tournament. Can you think about that? Let's just think about that. First
Yeah.
try, first tournament.
Also, that tournament had 200, like the maximum capacity of players.
and he
So
won
it
that.
it was a much harder field. Although, the format, it's not what I like to see. However, it is impressive for him to win that.
Wait a minute. Is he sticking with the deck? Kuma, you're not supposed to.
You can't stick with that. Yep. We'll have to tell him. Oh, he knows. He's remaking deck now.
Okay. You spoke to him through Discord?
Yeah, I'm telling him, and he knows.
No, you don't rotate out.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, he's fixing that. I would expect Dominus to rotate his deck too. Okay, gotcha. Minor issues.
Mistakes.
Oh, he's here, so alright.
Alright, so while we're getting into the third match, we're gonna bring in Cure Mango, and I'll be phasing out playing the production part of it.
It'll be a lot easier for you.
Yes. Everybody knows that I can't do both at the same time, sadly.
Multitask. Drifting.
Sad face. Alright.
Hello.
Hold on. We gotta get this guy.
Gotcha. NGE champ. Hello, Q Mango. Oh wait, he can't hear me because there we go.
Oh, hello.
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 Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
We're in the middle of round 2.
First of all, welcome. We'd like to welcome Cure Mango.
That's me.
And you guys are currently watching live of how I crop things at the moment. So please don't pay attention to what I'm doing at the moment.
So on my screen, I just see a
game.
private match window.
Yeah.
Okay, so no game right now, right?
Right, no game right now.
Yeah. They're remaking the room because he forgot to remake the deck.
So how's the format? When do they redraft?
So winners redraft. Winners redraft. Losers can decide whether they want to redraft or not.
Okay, it's like the previous one.
Yep. So you played that in that format before, I believe, a while back.
I think I came second, I believe, in the last one. It was either second or third.
Go more to the center. For the love of God.
Oh, sorry about that.
Thank you. Alright, so changing things up. We're in the middle of the change for casters. So on the left we have Boltaz, and on the right we have Pure Mango. So for those of you who don't know him, he is a streamer and also winner of the first NGE championship. Also, before that, in the history portion of it, you were a Take-Two player for most of the time, correct?
Yeah. Most of the time I was Take-Two. So I mainly joined your Take-Two tournaments.
Yep. So what kind of format do you think we're looking into here?
We're gonna see a lot of Sword and Shadow and maybe Dragon. Dragon's got a little bit weaker after the nerf to Lightning Blast. That card was really, really strong in Take-Two.
Yeah, and we did see a lot of Shadow today. Was getting a bit bored of that too, but I guess everyone here is in to win.
Yeah, if they're in the win, they're probably gonna pick a Shadow or Sword when they see it.
We don't want to discuss about the cards in here first, but this is just a general of the host that you're seeing, since we can only see the host deck list.
Oh, okay. So he's already done his draft. He's waiting for the opponent. Okay.
So our opponent already started, but we can't see anything here. And this is still what's going on right now. But I will be phasing out. But you two will take over.
Okay,
Get
cool.
it, Richie.
This is my first time actually casting a tournament, so
Oh, yeah.
this is a little new to me. Well,
Just give us your insight, and that's mostly it. And
all right.
agree or disagree with the plays.
Oh, okay. So I'm just talking to a ghost. All
He's
right.
a ghost
Before
now.
Dark Dragoon, ruler of the
But
skies.
we see here, Dragon versus Shadow. Yep. This is the prime matchup that we're gonna see a lot.
I feel like Dragon has a poor mid range, so if they do bad in the beginning of the game, they're gonna get pretty rolled. It looks like the Shadow player got a poor opening hand.
Yeah, like you said before, Lightning Blast was their catch-up mechanic, because they can do really poor, but if they get to the Lightning Blaster and they're like, oh, here's where things start turning around. But now they don't have that option anymore. They have to have something like Bahamut, but that's like access to every class. So,
Yeah. The Dragon player has a really good opening hand.
Yeah, and the Shadow player is struggling
You
here.
wanna mess with me?
If he draws another 2-drop or a 1-drop, he can get that Power Zine down without like really worrying about card loss.
Yeah.
So he plays the Unica over the Axe Fighter.
I don't think that's right.
Well, the opponent doesn't have anything that threatens the Unica, so I guess it's all right.
Yeah, but if he plays a 2-2, you know, clearly he's not punished here.
Yeah.
If he plays a 2-2, the Axe Fighter would have been a really good trade.
No, he has the evolve as well.
Yeah.
So if he plays a 2/2, he can kill that with the evolve.
Ooh, he's trying to save up his cards. I think throwing away Dragon Nest was fine.
Yeah, Dragon Nest and Date is not too bad to lose to the Pyrazine.
Because then you get to Axe Fighter on turn 6, and that's a really big creature.
Yeah.
Let's see what he opts for here.
Though he might just play Date on turn 6 because he can get the extra play point from Sybil.
Stay out of my
Yeah.
axe's reach.
I don't think you use the evolve here. You might as well just
No.
kill the 1/1. Or you can ignore it as well.
Yeah.
The
There's
only reason you wouldn't
no-
ignore it
nothing
is
wrong.
it's like there's Catacomb potentially, but
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
Or even an Orthos could mess things up a little bit. So
Yeah.
oh, he
Oh,
does
wow.
have an activator for this 1/1. Because I was getting worried that if he doesn't have an activator, then this card just becomes really bad. However, he does. Now he's taking back the game.
This is a really bad spot for the Dragon player.
Yep. Sybil can answer a little bit, but
Yeah, but the 2/1's not doing anything.
Water.
and if you kill the Lich here, so Drewin can just make another Lich.
Yeah.
The Lich costs 4 mana, right?
Yeah, 4. So that's the highest costing thing that he lost.
Or he can been greedy and wait to Andras, but that's a little long shot there.
Yeah. Oh, he can also just Humpty Dumpty if he really wants to. It's not probably not worth it though.
Nah. Because you have a bigger board. What would you do here? Would you face? Or would you kill the 6/1, Cedri win, and kill the 2/1?
Looks
I
like
think I
he's
would
gonna
take-
go for. He's gonna trade the 5/4 for the 6/1 probably.
I'm gonna borrow this.
Gotcha.
He might be.
And
He's. No, I think the same. Like the more greedy play. Like the more greedy play here.
All must come to an
Yeah.
end.
He's opting for the safe line.
He's opting for the I lose to Salamander play.
I mean, you can't play around everything. in
Yeah.
Take Two.
Yeah, it's a gold card, so you don't usually play around it.
Yeah. Here, I think it's not much here, right? He only played Date, but that's not even that good.
Yeah. And Date's his best move. He can either trade it for the 5/2, the 6/1, or be a little greedy and take out the 4/4.
I think at this point you have to be greedy, right? Just because of how
Yeah. You have the Isterfill to to maybe come back, but that's like 2 turns from now. His turn 8 is gonna be really bad. I mean, his turn 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So because he's so far behind, I think he has to be greedy to hope that his opponent doesn't have anything. Now that we see both players hand, Ektar can just make this game completely over. Oh,
World's mine
That's
to conquer.
Oh, that's interesting. He's gonna just
Ready to
use
witness
default.
my true strength?
it's a bold move.
My blade
Because you
rends
don't
like a
want to
dragon.
use the Evo now, right? Because you want to save the Evo for Israel.
Yeah, it means that he's pretty much forced to use an Evo on his next turn.
Yeah, so now Israel doesn't do anything. Or not anything. He doesn't do anything that he wants it
Yeah.
to do.
The 4 heal is not gonna keep him alive.
My nose.
So he's not using Hector here.
Oh. I think setting up lethal is what he's trying to do.
You're not gonna crack me,
Yeah.
are you?
Well, both ways set up people.
This stench is killing me.
But yeah, if he... I mean, I guess it didn't matter because he was going to die to this board regardless, but he's forced to use Evo here. And he wouldn't have Evo for Israel. Where's the Date line? He would still have 1 Evo left for a chance to
And you
come
still
back.
have the Date on the board if you killed Lich.
Oh, yeah. And that's a death Bane, right? So it would trade into anything regardless.
Yeah. Probably force him to use Hector.
Yep. So now he only
he's
has
just
one
dead.
line. Yeah, he has to Serpent Wrath and he has to Pyro. It's not completely lights out
You
yet.
have angered
7.
me.
Oh wait, no, that's
Yeah,
11. So that is lights out.
I fell
Yeah, it's 11.
Not
I think-
too.
He could have played his curve better. I think he was a little greedy with the Pyrozine. I think he should have played on 4.
Yeah.
He should have just played on curve. Play the 3 drop on 3, play the 4 drop on 4.
Yep.
This victory is a testament to
I mean,
your
unless
strength.
it's something like a really strong card like Fina or Goblin, or maybe even your class Evo cards, like, but you don't get those anymore.
No.
Yeah, so I think the only time where you play off curve is because of like strong Evo effects. Or maybe strong fanfare effects too.
Hmm. Or sometimes cards that cost less are stronger than cards that cost more in Take 2. It just happens that way.
Yeah. But we do have a winner who was
So that was game 2, and then
that was game
oh,
3.
Okay, so all right.
Alright, we're now up to speed. I think we're still
Yeah.
on round 2 of losers.
Can I have a link to the bracket?
Yeah, I'll get it to you. Oh, it's on screen. Yeah, Kurikaze and Asa has been going on at it for a while. You sure they're playing? Oh, I see. So they were delayed by Richie. Alright, joking aside, yeah. So the producer asked them to be delayed so that we can watch it, but we did end up missing them anyway, so now they're trying to catch up with the brackets.
Are they stalling anything right now?
Yeah, so we're
Yeah,
still
so got a lot of
moving
turn to
on.
go.
Yeah. Some people are already on round 4, moving it pretty fast here. Mingles, especially, that we saw early on, is already on round 4. Yep.
So we're getting at least 1 game per round, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think of those new cards?
Oh, the new patch. I think Sword is benefiting a lot, and there's some hype for Dragon right now.
There's that new 0/5 that evolves into a 10/10,
Yeah.
but kills itself within turn.
That card is kind of like either really good, really good, or really bad. The card that like most people are hype about is the legendary. That's 9 mana 5/6.
Oh yeah. Do double damage or no double the stats. Double the stats
Yeah.
of your dragon cards.
So you can. So if I read it, the wording correctly. Oh, no, they corrected the wording earlier. So it's not Forte OTK anymore. But Genesis Dragon with Evo is a 18/22 storm creature.
If she survives.
Wait, no, he doesn't, because Genesis Dragon is a 10 mana.
No, if the 9-drop survives, I mean.
Oh, the 9-drop has to die. It's the last word ability.
Oh, with last word ability.
Now, let's
Yeah, so it's not as.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a static. And you just had to kill it or you lose the game.
I guess that'll be more fair. But yeah, now we're seeing Sword versus Blood. I have not seen this all day. Gotcha.
Vulcan versus
Lux from
Lux.
SN. Yep. And Vulcan is on the bottom side.
about to buy.
Yeah, I actually like drafting Blood. It's very hard to draft Blood correctly.
Yeah, you have to build a really aggressive deck
Yeah.
most of the time.
For,
Like cards like
me,
implants
I-
are very strong.
Whatever shall I do?
for me, I've been liking to draft more Control, but then I don't have much success with it, so I can see why it's not so good for me.
Yeah, most like the powerful cards you get in bronze are usually storm cards or damage, like Razor
Yeah.
Claw and Imp.
He does have a vein yet.
Yeah.
Opting for trade there.
When you think of Control Blood, you're thinking of a lot of legendaries and gold cards.
True. That's probably why I don't have much success with the class. Our Sword hand is looking really
Yeah,
strong.
he's flooding the board really hard right now. He's gonna play Assault Commander next turn.
Now you made me
And that's gonna
angry.
solidify his board, most likely.
Yeah, Vampy Chan's good here. So he's not gonna use the Surefire Bullet. Saving it.
No. I think it's better if you save it.
I think you might want to use it because your curve is already you already have the curve out. So you're gonna play the Implanter, the Mammoth, and then the Earthshock with this hand.
Yeah.
You just think you
So not playing the Surefire Bullet means you want to drop it. You draw like a 4-drop or something, or another 3-drop.
Yeah. And this is perfectly fine. He did draw the 2-drop. Not the best play he could make, but it still did answer the Evo creature. I would go Wayne's who's gonna answer this.
Yeah, he's not gonna Evo the cat. He's probably gonna save the Evo for the Earthshock.
Yeah. It is a very clear board. It's an easy board clear.
Rally, comrade!
Going aggro with this Evo.
I think that's fine.
Let's defile the
Yeah. 'Cause the thing I've noticed is that a lot of decks don't do that. Like, they're not benefiting from going aggro outside of Sword because of Albert. And we can see
Yeah.
here he does have Albert.
Yeah, he has Albert and he has Earthshock, so he's gonna kill the opponent before the lack of evolve is gonna matter.
Yeah. And, like, he can't even answer this board effectively.
Yeah, even the Flood Behemoth is enough.
But I was just warming up.
Earthshock does kill 3 things, and the creature's gonna kill another thing, but I don't think that's good enough. He has to find a ward, and he has to find healing.
Yeah, 'cause Earthshock's just gonna clear the board here. Earthshock with the Goblin. Oh, he's just dead, actually. Yeah.
I'll finish this.
But yeah, Sword is one of those decks that I think is the only one that can go really aggressive and rewards you for going aggressive. Whereas other decks, if you don't trade, you start falling behind and you don't have the damage to push through. Because Sword has a lot of storm minions.
Yeah, I think he was
I
fine
guess
using the
Blood
Vault
does
for
too.
damage. Mainly because he had... If you have cards that are removal in your hand to fight through Ward, it's fine just to go with the aggro plan. But you might not want to use your Evolve for face, because your opponent can play a ward and get back on the board.
Yep. And looks like Lux is gonna have to change his deck. We'll see if Vulcan does.
His deck seemed fine.
No, Lux has to change his deck.
I mean the
Oh no,
the shadow player.
yeah, we're on catch up, so I think that's why.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, we were on catch up, but yeah, he kept his shadow deck,
Father.
and now we're seeing Haven.
Yeah, Haven usually has a good matchup against Shadow if they can draft a bunch of banish cards.
Yeah, they did remove Cudgel. That was the prime removal, the prime banish cards in the matchup. I don't think they have Cudgel anymore.
Yeah, it's just
that could
Scripture
be a problem.
and Judge,
The moon and light
and sometimes like actually is
I don't think Acolyte. I've never seen it, so it might not be in, but it could be. But yeah, it's just Judge and Scripture now. Drawing Pegasus on turn 1. That's like the best feeling.
Yeah, in Take 2 you're definitely gonna see it. It's probably gonna do a little bit of work, but by the time it comes out, the opponent's gonna be probably remove it really easily. It only has 3 health.
unacceptable.
No, because if you, for me, like Pegasus is a really bad card.
Moon.
Because if you draw it like anytime not turn 1, it takes so long to pop.
Yeah,
But drawing it early means he
Wow,
actually
this-
can use the card.
Just perfect.
this Reno is doing a lot of damage.
Yeah. Do you agree with that? Using the voice that early? I don't think that's right.
No, I think you'd rather just play the Goblin Mage,
Yeah.
force the trade.
Be on your guard.
Actually, if you play the Goblin Mage, it just dies to the 2/3, and then you lose your Goblin Zombie to the Evolve. So I can see you using the removal there.
Ooh, that's a very good top deck. But he can't play both.
I think he's best play is probably Bone. Goblin Mage into your 2-drop, because you can fill up the curve that way.
Yeah.
He's gonna go with the removal.
I don't think I like any of these plays here.
I think the removal, since it's non-conditional if you have no shadows, is probably better than the Evolve. I would use the Evolve there, and then get the card draw.
But he's opting for this line instead. It's not the worst line, because he can still Bone Chimera the 5/3.
Mm-hmm.
But this Eidolon's gonna go unanswered.
Yeah, and Haven player has a perfect answer for this. The Lion.
Yep. That's why I think saving the Voice of Resurgent is really important, because it's just so much value, right? It's just 8 mana, kill 2 things.
Yeah, you only use it if you have to early.
Like, but he had options. He could have played a Goblin Mage and all like that. Because now the Goblin Mage doesn't do much. It just dies. He has a choice.
Yeah. It's always staying here.
Yeah.
Want to play?
6/7. Again, the Haven players answer this too again, with either Luxhorn, or he can be greedy and go Soul Collector, because it is gonna pop off Eidolon.
Don't tell me how to fight.
He's opting for the save option.
A new fate will follow.
Yeah, you can save the Soul Collector. That's like a surprise move.
Yep.
Because you have to deal with the white as well.
A white. Oh, that's a really good draw here.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a
he can
super
take
good draw.
back the game. Now he can play. Oh no, he can't play Commander and Prince.
No, just he's gonna
But he can
conjure
still
Prince.
Play Conjurer.
Let's get into
Yeah.
trouble.
Would you trade one of your whites into the Lux? I think I would. Because there's no clear answer. Yeah.
Life is too
Yeah, might as well trade it, because it trades right into your white anyways.
Yeah, and you want to get more value out of your whites.
This'll be a cinch.
I'm not playing Soul Collector. I guess it doesn't really matter much, because everything that dies becomes a 1/1 anyways.
In wayward ones.
Yeah. And it's a pretty low chance you're gonna hit that white if that's what you're gambling for. So you can't kill the white with that play at all. At least tarnish Grail.
I think it's a really good draw though.
That's actually really, really good. It's gonna clear the board a little bit.
And he pops it at the end of the turn too, so he can go for like a sudden lethal.
And this white's doing a lot of damage. Or the sorry, and not being.
I don't think that was lethal.
I'll show you.
6.
No, he just missed.
So I'm gonna hurt you.
No, he's not for yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, no, you don't get the attack with your whole entire board again.
Richie, please. Alright, so okay, Acolyte is in the game still. So we did confirm that part.
Be on your guard.
I'm gonna forget some of the card names since I can't
But I won't.
hover over them.
Yeah. That's on production. Man, this
Ooh,
deck seems
Reaper.
really good. Yeah, just go for the
He
lethal.
just did
here.
that. He did that anyways, yeah. He was dead on board. Because he evolved. He had 9 damage on board.
Oh, playing the area was BM.
Ah. It's about as fast as evolving, so.
Yeah. Animation takes time. The area have a lot of like sudden lethal out of nowhere.
Yeah, she's very strong. It gets like, especially with that shadow board where everything was sticky.
Cause
And you get
just-
0 mana, 4/5s.
Oh yeah, it just hit you for 8. Look like we're gonna have a deck switch here. From both players, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, the winner has a switch anyways. Ooh.
I think you would go left.
You definitely left because you don't want it title on. Definitely left again because you want Beast Call and Lion.
Those two are just too good to pass up.
Sledgehammer is really good. Sony's actually pretty good in as well.
Yeah.
Octo Bishop is nice, but he opts for right.
I think the curve
Definitely
is
take
important
left.
because I think he took one of his bombs needs time to win,
Hmm.
so he wants to have a lower curve so that he survived to that bomb or that legendary card.
Grimir.
This is a hard choice because
I
Reyna
would definitely
is,
go with Grimir.
yeah, Reyna and
Reyna's-
Saha is bad.
Yeah, they're both pretty poor.
So it's
I think I would take
between-
a 7 mana 4/4 over a 8 mana 5/5.
Yeah, he went with Earthshock Org, but yeah, the pick there was between the Org and the Grimir, and I think Grimir is stronger. But
Yeah.
the Org is a little faster than the Grimir.
Yeah, he skips the 4-drop.
There's no cudgel, man. Well, he's forced to get one here. The game is like you need a 4-drop.
He skipped the Octodad. Octodad's pretty powerful.
Yeah, if it's
Oh,
unable
there's
and
Forbidden Ritual. Yeah, that's the card I was thinking about earlier. That will deal with shadow cards.
gotcha. He just go. Wait, did he
He
not
went for the
went with?
7-drop.
Oh, okay.
He
He
has
wants-
enough 2 and 3s right now. He doesn't need to pick them up.
Gotcha.
Heavily Hound's definitely the best card there. Grail and Gruda natural combo. And he also has a Beast Call.
It's also another win condition.
Mhm.
That's easy. Yeah, you can see his win conditions very late into the game, so that's why I think picking earlier curve was correct. Just to make sure you get there.
Yeah. Haven's pretty good at stalling. Because you pick up a lot of removal.
Yep. Yeah, Octo Bishop is actually like one of the best cards if it goes unanswered, because it just trades for days.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
Go beyond the battle.
And we
Best
have a
combo is
dragon.
Octo Bishop with Zoe. You ping your Octo Bishop, but he seals it back. Oh wow, this hand's really good. He's going first, right? With Beast Call?
It's gonna be really good for him. Because usually going first is disadvantage, but Beast Call can just catch you back up in that advantage game. It sounds like 2 for 1
Yes.
effectively.
You can go Beast Call, Angel Word, and then 2 drops on turn 4.
I will play Axe Fighter, I think.
Yeah. Now that you draw an Act Fighter, you can play that instead.
Yeah. Because his answers is 2 drop. Oh, wait.
Oh, so does Angel Word. Angel Word answers a little better. Because the opponent can have removal.
Do you want to... he does have Breath of the Elements.
Yeah, like I mean, like if you play Act Fighter, it's not guaranteed to kill the 2 drop because the opponent can have removal.
That's true. Dragon player though, a lot of card draws, but not too much tempo.
Yeah, if you go wide here, you play 2 drops. Pretty high chance that one of them's going to survive.
Yep.
And he has a Lion on turn 5. Not looking really good for the Dragon player here.
And his answers the Aquaner perfectly too. And you're not.
So he evolves a 1/1.
How should I know?
I think that's right? Because the 1/1 just dies too easily.
Yeah, dies to the 2/2 on board. So yeah, I'd evolve 1/1 there.
But Lion does answer, and he draw his win condition. So
A very, very slow win condition.
it is an easy win condition though, because you don't have to work for it.
The work is losing all the tempo on turn 8.
Yeah, and trying to not survive.
Yeah.
But what would he do here? I do like the Evo because you're not playing into the Salamence, at least not yet.
Yeah.
Now he's just drop an Axe Fighter. His board is completely filled, and it's a pretty hard to deal with board. Would you Evo here? And he does.
Yeah.
Because you don't really get
How much
punished.
damage did he had? He already had 12 damage, so it wasn't really necessary to Evo.
Yeah, because this is lethal next turn regardless.
He has the he has the Dance of Death anyways.
Yeah.
So the 2 damage was pretty relevant,
Gotcha.
and just passes over.
He know his fate. Couldn't answer it. Oh.
Cube A versus XL. And this is winners. Okay.
Yeah, this is winner's bracket, so they're undefeated.
Actually getting a lot of respect for you casters. Having to keep track of both players' hands and their life total at the same time.
Yeah, that's why it's better to dual cast, so you can keep track of, both players can keep track of everything. Yep.
Okay, mystery player. Mystery players QB and XL are up next. Which round is this? Winners round 3. Okay.
Yeah, some people are already in round 5. Wait, Mingles is already in round 5 too.
Oh
He's
well.
moving right along. We should stop him so that we can cast his next match. Or whatever round 5 match is.
So that's top 12 is round 5?
I think round 5
Yes,
is top
12.
8, right? Oh no, 12, yeah. Because you're counting losers
Top
too.
12. Oh wow. You C rank players. These fight like the most dangerous in Take-Two. It means they play Take-Two all the time. Ooh, wow, this guy's getting some good picks. Shadow's very strong in Take-Two because they're silver picks, and he's getting really good silver picks. Necro Assassin, Lurching Corpse, natural synergy right there, and he already has another another Necro Assassin and a Dora Blade.
And I just saw Zombie Party too. So that's a really good card. So this
Goblin
is
Princess. Oh wow.
yeah. You should go.
Oh, did he not take the Goblin
he went
Princess? Wow. Not picking up the Goblin
You think
Princess,
that's
and yeah, you definitely take it when you have 2 Necro Assassins. Wow.
Wow.
Olivia Zeus. Yeah.
Yeah. They're both. Oh, it was between that and or Bahamut, but I think 2 good cards is better than 1 good card.
The 4-drop's really bad. Not really bad, but it's pretty poor. Definitely Dance to Death and Goblin Princess. If he takes the other side, I'm gonna be super surprised.
Yeah. I think you take Goblin Princess, right? Because you
Yeah.
pass it up the other time.
You're missing 5 drops. Lyriel's very, very good. But I wouldn't pass up the Goblin Princess, especially when you have 2 Necro Assassins.
Yep.
And a Durablade.
Oh, right. I would go left here. But he's in the tank now. Because I don't think you need to curve out. Your low curve is already strong.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Can we see his deck? Does he have a prince, or does he have the cards that makes?
I think he has a Prince. But I definitely want to go left here.
Yeah, because if he does have a prince, it does justify the right. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would always go left. But he's in the tank really hard.
Yeah, he goes left. Zombie Party. The left side's fine too.
Yeah, but I would always.
He's lacking the 3 drops there.
Yeah. I think the right is so strong, right? Just that 1 card.
Yeah.
'Cause
Zombie Party by itself is just very, very strong, especially on turn 7. If you're not using it on turn 7, it's usually because you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You're behind. If you're forced to use it before, it's enhanced cost.
Yeah, it's also strong because you have the choice to do it.
He skipped Andros. Oh, he skipped his. Yeah.
Yeah, he does skip Andros again, but I think his Ololan is kind of strong. He has
Potential
a
of 3. He had potential of 3 Goblin Princesses.
yeah, that's insane. He passed up 1 earlier too. He
Mhm.
could have had 4.
Yeah, he picked up there. 100% take the Attendant.
You think so? Oh, because he does have the synergy. 'Cause I was saying if he doesn't,
Actor, yeah. Even though Nep's very poor in Take 2.
yeah. I had someone play Nep and they lost their Zeus and Olivia against me in Take 2.
So, it's a really long time ago, but during one of the tournaments in Take 2, I drafted a Nep and a Mord. And I managed to pull it off.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we can't get Mord anymore.
Right, it's standard, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I was wondering where it went.
It'd make a Shad even stronger. Kind of glad he's gone. Connection issue. Oh boy. That looks like it's fine. Oh, no?
Oh,
They have to
yeah,
remake?
but disconnect
Oh no, it's just
issue.
maybe just the viewing client. Oh no. Oh,
Yeah, because the client kicked us out, so then we just have to restart.
so yeah, someone concedes and they remake their deck. They don't have to remake their decks. They keep their decks.
Yep.
All right,
Father,
Forest.
Father,
That's interesting.
Come on.
Ooh.
Time for me to prove myself.
I find Forest is pretty weak in Take 2. It lacks win conditions. Its strong win conditions are usually only gold and legendary cards. So it has a decent early game and mid game, but it really falls off in late game.
Yeah, we saw this before. Like, there was a previous match where they picked Forest, and he did pretty well early in mid game, but then when it comes to the late game portion, he just started falling off, and there was nothing that he played matters. Or like everything he played was just weaker than his opponent.
Mm-hmm. He has the Tia, and Tia can win the game like on the spot if it's in the right position.
Yep.
The opponent has answers with Dance to Death. I'd probably play Undying Resentment. You fall behind the board a lot if the opponent has a 3-drop.
Yep. I think he just wants value. He's thinking about it, but yeah. It's a 1-for-1 trade. You're not losing too much from it.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade when you're going second is completely fine because you're always a card ahead. That's usually where you want to be.
Yeah, because if you're trading evenly, you eventually wins because of your Evo advantage and your card resources. But we do see here, he does draw Ektar to have the end game finisher.
And the fourth player has no turn 4 yet. See what he draws. Yeah, 5-drop. Oh, that's really bad. I might have just traded into the 2-3 because you're gonna fall behind a lot right now with the evolve.
Yep. Because going to Evo turn, you're just gonna be way behind. Do you think on like? So I talked to Richie earlier or Vindy earlier about drafting tiers. I think Force and Rune are like the worst two.
I would tier the way I would do tiers. I would put Sword and Shadow at the top, and then Dragon, Haven, and Blood. Dragon a little bit stronger than Haven and Blood, just because Ouroboros.
Yeah.
It's like there's a few other cards. And then you do Rune and Force in the bottom.
Yeah, but we saw a lot of Force game today, even though it's being the lowest class. I guess they just that's how they like to play style.
Yeah, there's a lot of Force fun up there.
I don't think that's the right choice though, because it just like here it just seems
You're
so
taking more
weak.
damage. You don't have a board clear.
Yeah.
You have the Pegasus. The Pegasus, yeah, it was bad in that situation anyways.
I was going for the dance.
Yeah, it
guess
was
that's
like
still
either Dance or Goblin Princess, but one of the goblins falls off the board anyways.
Yeah.
You have to
want to
follow
get
the
more
Goblin
value.
Princess.
He did draw Aaron. That's one. I think that's one of the ways the Force win this matchup or wins a game at all.
Yeah.
is playing Aaron or Jungle Warden. Those are like your best.
He's
two win
got turn
conditions.
7 Tia into turn 8 Aaron.
So it's not too bad now.
If the opponent didn't have two Hectors, I would say that he would actually have a chance of winning.
That's 2 actors. Okay.
I wouldn't involve the Spectre. I think she's more valuable than the 1-2.
Yeah. The reasoning I think is to set up default. Because this means the Force player has to kill 2 things. Or yeah, has to kill 3 things.
Hey, let's play.
Yeah, he has Tia with the ward on the Crystal Leaf.
Yep.
See.
and he has,
He can kill 2 things here. So he's not dead.
he has to kill
No, he's dead because
3 1 and
he has the evolve still, the Shadow player.
Yep.
So sparkly.
So he has to kill 3 things, but he can only kill
Yeah.
2.
That's here's Shadow.
This head can't be
Yep.
taken.
And you see the strength of Ektar.
2
Strong in,
Hectors.
strong in constructed, strong in take 2.
I'm sorry, Tia. Shine on, crystals. I'll show you.
Going for the damage.
Gotta
And we
take what
have
opponents you
going
get.
to game 2.
Game 1, yep.
Come on! Oh, you're strong.
That's how it goes. XL wins with Shadow, so he's gonna have to switch it up, and I assume the Force player will also switch.
Yeah.
QB will have to switch. Well, Bull won't have to switch, but he probably wants to switch. I would stick with that Force deck.
Yeah.
It was decent for a Force deck, but it's also a Force deck.
So So like, I don't see how can you pick Forest or Rune because there's 3 choices, right? Even if you end up with Forest, Rune, there's still the 3rd choice for you to pick.
Maybe you didn't want to pick Blood or Haven. I can see that.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with
The other
drafting
class-
them.
Yeah, Dragon, Sword, and Shadow are just too strong to pass up.
Yeah, but if I had the choice between anything other than Rune and Forest, I'd definitely go with that in a tournament setting.
Gotcha. And we see another Shadow deck here.
1-drop's fine in Shadow because he picked up a Catacomb,
Yep.
but he opted not to get it.
Well, I think it's fine here, yeah.
Oh, it's the only option because you don't want to take the Valkyrie Spear ever.
It's not the best. No, yeah, that's the clear choice. Oh, that's like, this is actually pretty hard.
Yeah, I'd pick Kali.
Well, before it was really hard because the Prince of Catacomb was a 3 mana, but now it's 4 mana. It's not as good as before.
I don't remember if he picked up any activators for the Attendant. No, he picked up the 5.
Yeah. There's no, I didn't see any activators for Attendant, so I don't think picking
No.
Attendant was smart.
No, he has 1.
Oh,
He's exactly 1.
okay. So would you have picked Attendant there even with just 1 activator?
It's probably fine. At worst, it's just like you evolve it, do 3 damage every turn, force the opponent to remove it,
Yeah.
or if the opponent has ward, it can stop him playing ward. But this is pretty poor last pick. Definitely
Yeah.
take the right because the left doesn't do anything.
The left is just sit there and do nothing?
Yeah, gain some shadows.
Wait, I just noticed they're both C? Is
Yeah,
that
yes,
C?
that's what C rank. That's what I said at the beginning. The scariest rank in Take Two.
Yeah. You know they play Take Two a lot.
Yep.
If you see them with Take Care of 2, Flare 2, you're like, alright.
Yeah, but there was
I'm
first
in for
player.
that.
Whereas maybe they're high in their power level. Maybe they're actually just new players.
But like, don't judge me. The thing is though, you can play Take Two with any account, so there's no requirement.
Mhm. Or you can be coming from another game, have a lot of experience in other card games.
Yeah.
A lot of those skills transfer.
Because Take Two is a lot of resource management instead of like comboing or
Curving out.
it's more it's more
It's also
curving
curving
out
out.
and resource management. Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's less like synergy and combo reliant and like building up stuff.
Yeah, that's why Rune has like a hard time because they're very synergy based.
Let's play together.
Ooh,
I
Take Two to
don't-
Ghost.
Recommend keeping the 4-drop there for both
You need
players.
to- Yeah, Negro Assassin's not even that strong as a keep, but I guess he just wanted something to play on turn 4, but he could have mulliganed into a 2-drop and he could still play that. Drawing Prince is very good,
Yeah, going first.
You're mean.
but this isn't the classic Prince, because usually I concede here. If Prince was 3 mana, I'll be like, alright, we're done here.
No, you have the Lucius. You have Dio to get back on the board. To remove some skellies.
But like, I concede with this curve in constructed.
So you just draw a zombie party and play it, and that's pretty good.
Yeah. You want to have the value out of Catacomb, so you played it early.
Hmm.
What are you hiding inside?
Ghostly Craft did answer that 1-1 pretty swiftly. He still has a board here. Not as effective as he wanted to
What
be.
are you hiding
still
Oh
effective.
wow, that's why. I would just play the Orthros, I think.
I guess he want
Still
value.
bones of white?
Yeah,
Personally, I would have played Corpse and Pass.
Corpse and Pass. Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah. Because well, I guess at 14, he's under a bit of pressure. But
If you fall behind on board, like slightly, it can snowball. So you might want to remove something.
he does have Lucius to answer these skeletons.
Lucius will also clear off his own skeleton.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's the both side effect. So,
Yeah.
but no, he can. So he has a really clear line here. He can just trade the 1/1 into the Prince and Lucius.
The bones.
Looks like he's just gonna clear the board here.
He's not letting his opponent do any good trades.
Yeah. He's playing around Necro Assassin as well. This way.
The zombie is a good pickup. Because I think you have enough shadow to play the zombie. Yep. Evo into it.
And you can play Lurching Corpse as well, so it's fine.
And then next turn, he can kill 3 things with Corpse, Necro Assassin play. Or he can just play.
He also has the 2/2 on board too, so it's like fine.
Yep. He's taking a bit of damage, but it's not
It's
that
not
much.
that much, yeah. It's not that much damage at the moment.
Like Shadow is not like constructed where they can just burst you with a Sword Pow combo.
Most of the burst in Take Two comes from Andros.
Yeah. And like Ektar, but you can control the Ektar burst.
Sometimes you can't when they have nothing but catacombs.
Yeah. Player
You
one,
have the 1/1.
I think he just wants value.
He's
I
gonna
see
get
a lot of-
punished here.
Yeah, I see a lot of players evolve the 1/1. What would you play here? I think Lucius, right? Or no?
Yeah, Necro Assassin's pretty poor because it's not going to really kill
Here.
anything.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Lucius just clears more things. And you can save the Necro Assassin for something bigger.
Vengeance!
Because Necro Assassin's guaranteed 2 kills.
The ecstasy.
And he can't play Kawi effectively here.
I think it's Soul Squash here.
Yep.
This is like
Again,
the
he's
last
running out
evolve.
of cards.
This is the last time that Soul Squash is useful.
Can still.
You see,
But he's slowly running out of cards though.
you're mean,
Yeah, it's 4-1 in hand. And the
You're breathing.
sorry, the second player is getting a lot of value off its Necro Assassin and Orthros. It has Spellbook Decryption. Fill the grip back up.
Would you have played Necro Assassin there? I feel like Orthos was a better play.
Yeah, because you can attack the Lurching Corpse into the board anyways.
Yeah. So it was gonna do the same thing as Necro Assassin, except Necro Assassin was gonna be more live. I guess it's fine here too.
Yeah. So here you trade the 2/2 with the 3/2 and then play the Orthros. And you can clear the Kawi that way.
No, I don't think you. I think you die that way if you miss.
There's no miss. Oh, the only way you miss is you don't hit the 2/2. Will you just pass?
What?
I guess do that anyways.
Too
He's
strong.
accepting his fate because he could have played
He
Orthos.
could have cleared the whole board.
Yeah.
So I would trade the 2/2 and then it's a 50-50
Yeah.
with the Orthros. And then you can play the Spectre after.
Well, you can also make it another 50, like harder. I guess your line is safer because my line
Yeah,
would be.
you don't want the damage to land. You want the attack damage to land on the 2/2 because that you can't kill the Kawi anymore. Really, you can't clear the board that way. So you want to attack the 2/2 into the 3/2 and then play the Orthros.
Gotcha.
You survive if the Orthros damage lands on the opponent's 2/2.
Because my line was like it give you more chance to hit one of the 2 health, but it also like you're risky not landing the.
Yeah,
flying
you risk.
attack.
Yeah.
So basically, it was risk both lines, and he didn't go for it.
Yeah, you probably didn't see it because you definitely go for the 50-50 there to survive.
Ooh, and the match is over to Cube. Runecraft with 100 win rate. I think we've been talking.
But there's 3 games. It was picked 3 times.
Into Sword and Dragon, like no less.
Yeah, well, see, Shadowcraft was 69% win rate.
Pretty high.
Everyone else is below 50, I guess because they're losing to Shadowcraft.
The Shadow boasts a positive win rate across the board. Unless it's actually 0% win rate versus Rune.
Hasn't played against Rune. Maybe that's why Rune's winning, because not playing against Shadow.
Like dodging all the Shadow matchup. And
So
four is
so it won 1 game against Sword and then it won 2 games against Dragon. Huh.
that's surprising.
Well, not really. I can see Dragon deck being pretty poor. But it's surprising that it beat the Sword deck.
Yeah.
Piercing Rune's actually pretty good against Sword. Piercing Rune, and if you manage to draft something like a Levy.
So yeah, if you draft the right deck, Rune can still be not to say that Rune is a bad deck. If you draft the right deck, Rune can be very strong. It's just that it needs so many things to go right.
I think in Rise of Bahamut, the class with the most 5-0s was actually Rune.
Oh, really?
Because when you drafted a good Rune deck, it just crushed with the 1 mana Piercing Rune.
Oh yeah, because also I get so mad because the people turned 5 Daria me into Ogler in Take 2. I'm just like, wait.
Yeah. You can't beat that. EE and Karai Kaze.
I think Kakusaki.
Kakusaki.
Yeah, that's his name.
Kakusaki.
We played him earlier. Well, not earlier. Played him some time ago, and he said his name was Kakusaki. So I think.
Yeah, it's Kakusaki. Yeah, I can read the hiragana.
Oh, you read Japanese?
Just hiragana, katakana, and some kanji. I studied a little bit.
It's impressive. I can't read it, even though I watch anime all the time.
It only takes about maybe less than a week to learn katakana hiragana, but it takes years. It takes your whole lifetime to learn kanji.
Gotcha. Yeah, this matchup is between 2 veteran tournament players. Uh-oh. They didn't turn their spectates on.
Oh no. You have to remake it. Whoops. Is it hot out where you are?
Huh?
Is it hot out where you are? It's really hot today.
Oh, no, I just have an aircon on all the time.
Huh.
I can't handle the heat at all.
Yeah, me either. I had to be outside. So what do you think of Snow White? I think Snow White's gonna be really strong. It's the 2 play point, 1/2, and when it dies, you get it back, but it comes evolved and loses its ability.
Yeah. So it's a strong, very strong tempo play. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't think it's good in Stormhaven.
I think it's just one of the best 2-drops in the game, probably, because it kills Grimnir by itself and survives.
Yeah. It's a 1/2 though, right?
It's a 1/2, but it evolves itself when it dies.
Into a 2/3?
Into a 2/3.
Okay. So like stat line is really good. It's just I don't know if it's good enough. I mean,
also,
okay.
You gotta think it's also in Haven. So you can play like a Decree, a Semis Decree, and you still keep something on board after.
Yep.
Usually don't get those kind of effects in Haven.
No, what I meant is I don't think it's good enough in Stormhaven.
In Stormhaven, oh, okay.
Yeah. I was thinking of like where would it go? It's definitely gonna go in Control Haven or Control Shell because they want value creatures. So their 2-drop is kind of lackluster. Because the
usually you have to play Unica and the Snake Priestess. That's about it. Sometimes they run Dog.
Yeah, it's not really good 2-drops. Like nothing stands out as impressive. Like sometimes they play Frog too, but it's not that impressive.
Yeah, Frog's okay.
But then
definitely not good as Snow White.
Yep, Snow White is like the better card.
She's only 2-drop legendary, I think.
Oh, right. Because the only 3-drop legendary was Ancient Elf.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a new category. 1-drop legendary when It's probably gonna be shadowed against it.
I hope not. It's gonna be forest, and it's gonna be something really dumb. And they're gonna bounce it all day, and they're gonna play it every turn.
Oh, probably like a super buff up water fairy, 1/1 death. Last word get 2 fairies instead of 1.
Oh wow, that's like a super fairy circle.
Yeah. Oh, that's insane. That's actually really good. I don't think
Pretty
they'll
crazy.
play it because that's 1 mana 3/3 stats.
Yep. Over 3 bodies, it also costs 2 extra
Yeah.
play points. So it's not exactly a 1 play point, but it gets to draw you 2 cards, which is really strong in forest
Yes.
because hand size
It's
matters.
strong. Yeah.
And every fairy in hand is also 1 more damage with that roach.
Yep. Looks like we're waiting.
Oh wow.
Not like this.
Hmm. So we're just waiting to see if we can fix the Spectre client. Oh wow, the tournament account's only a beginner rank. Let's step that up
He has to remake the account, I think,
every
for
time.
the,
Oh wow.
for the tournament.
Oh okay. Like every time there's a new tournament. Ah.
No. 0 rank.
Yep.
Clearly,
Beginner
just
0.
start out the
90 rupees. Probably a whole bunch of packs open. That'd be fun.
yeah.
Nothing feels better than cracking open 50 packs.
No. Alright. I guess we'll move on to next match.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, hopefully we can fix this, or we might have to end the stream.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of match going on too.
Worst case scenario, we just lose this match. I mean, the best case scenario. Sorry, best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we have to end the stream early.
Yeah.
Is there anyone we can call? There's no side games hotline.
They're in the zone.
Alright folks, so apparently we lost our spectator client and they inputted the time wrong, even though I went in to do like EDT, but apparently they did it in Pacific time. So now they're kinda like, what do we do here? So, unfortunately we can't continue the coverage without the second half. Otherwise we'll just do like one hand and it's kind of weird. So we'll just end it for today and hopefully we'll get everything fixed by next week. It'll happen the same thing for Take-Two tournaments as well. Seemingly how tournament is gonna be longer for the team tournament. So I do apologize guys, unfortunately we'll have to end it here. So for those of you who were watching the Take-Two tournament, I hope you enjoyed it. We got to use the spectator client briefly, but at least you now know, we can naturally do these events on a daily basis, whatnot. So thank you again, Boltals and Kirmago, for casting with us. Sorry you guys can't continue on to do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad. This was kind of fun.
Yeah. Next Friday we'll be doing reverse Take-Two with a spectator client, so hopefully we can get you both again for next week.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I was gonna ask if it's reverse Take-Two because I actually want to play.
Yeah, I was a little curious about that too. If that works. Reverse
Okay,
Take-Two.
I mean if you want to play in it, I guess.
No, I know. Definitely cast if it's open.
Yeah, the
But-
Reverse Take Two is a lot of Clown Fiesta.
Yes. So Reverse Take-Two tournament is happening next week. Registrations will start for Sunday. So you guys aren't in our tournament Discord. The announcement is made there, and hopefully we'll get more than 64 players in this Clown Fiesta to do Swiss.
Gotcha.
Aside from that, thank you guys for watching, and again, sorry for ending the stream a little bit early, halfway through.
Yeah, it's fortunate.
Unfortunate.
Till then, have a great night, guys.